so I'm going to actually show you guys the type of data, type of difference that an ad makes as far as your CTR. So actually pull this up. Give me 1 second. John, while I pull this up, can you maybe talk to him a little bit? Talk to the people.
Shit, they don't want to hear me now, boy. You got everybody all hyped up. Give them this real shit, man. Yeah, Mike Jones was like Shakri spitting that crack. Yeah, no doubt. But yeah, I mean, what you said, really made a good point. A lot of the times, and that's one of the things that we're kind of, nuts for split testing. And like I said, I think I said this yesterday, like, one of the main things is just constantly testing. Even though we'll find something that's working well, we won't like completely turn everything else off. Normally anyway, we'll still run. And let me tell you what this is going to do too. Like, so we'll still run some other snippets. Like we'll still run some other variations a little bit, but we'll send a majority of the traffic to that page that's actually doing the best. And then we could like send a little bit of traffic to some of the others. But so what that's going to do is not only allow you to continue to test because you may find something that converts even better than what you already have, but it'll also kind of help keep the affiliates at bay who's just looking to swipe your shit, because they're not going to only see your good shit, they're going to see some of the shit that's not running as well. And then even to get a little bit more advanced, it all depends, but you can actually look and see when like your best day for sales after you've ran for like a week, 2 weeks. You'll know like what days you get more sales in, what times, whatever the case may be. Then you can start, only running your top performing creative during those times. And then the rest of the times, you'll still run that one, but you'll run all your other, the creatives you're testing as well. So that in the time frames when things are, you're making your highest ROI, when things are really selling, then boom, you're only running that variation that's converting the best for you. And then during the other times, when things are just kind of mediocre, or, it's not the best hours of the day or not the best day of the week for you, then that's when you'll run, all your variations, during that time. So you're testing, you're keeping the affiliates at bay, and you're still running your best creative, so that you're, obviously still making money at the same time, so, and that's mainly why, that's kind of what we prefer to do when we're doing this kind of stuff. So, all right, Mr. Abui, how you looking?
Nice. I'm looking good here. I got me. I think we're good to go. Just want to actually get the right dates here. So
okay, gotcha. Yeah, no problem.
Okay, here we go. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see, but let me actually see if I can.
Well, before you even get into that, Robert was asking how can you run at select times. Like you'll have to, like some things will allow you to do what they call day parting, Rob. I think you said Bob, which is what most people call you. So like certain networks will allow you to day part, so you can like actually click the hours of the day when you want your ad to be served. And some of them don't have that. So some of them you'll have to actually, like manually go in and like turn off or on your ads. But as far as like showing all your creatives or showing showing all of them or not showing some of them, I think Shakri went over that. As far as landing page genius goes, like you can turn certain snippets off, you can turn certain ones on, so stuff like that is how you would actually do it at select times. You have to actually manually go in and cut your ad on or off within Bang or whatever it is. But I think, does Bang allow day parting, Shakri?
Yeah, they do. But me, I'm paranoid. I don't trust.
Yeah, I know. We just if we do it, we kind of do it manually. But anyway, yeah. So go ahead.
All right. So we got some good data here. So this is like maybe a couple of days worth of data, and I want to show you guys the difference an ad makes. All right. So if you guys can you guys see the data here? Okay. Are you guys awake? I don't see anybody. Everybody good? Okay. Ross. Oh, okay. Cool. All right. So let's look at the first ad. The first ad here is 345-1200-423. It had 382 visitors. All right, this is 1 day, right? Now, if I scroll down, and another ad had 33 visitors. Now, I want you guys to remember all these ads are rotated evenly. All right, so we have about 20-something ads here. They all were rotated evenly. No one ad got more display, shown than any other one. And one had 33 visitors and one had 382 visitors. That's a difference of CTR. All right, so you have one ad that had such a high CTR that we got 382 visitors, and one had 33, and one had 55 visitors, 63. So we basically tested so many ads to the point where we increased our traffic by 10. So if you guys would have came and created an ad like this, which is ad 235-3327-235, you would have only got 33 visitors, and you would have been like, fuck, I need to get more traffic. What do I do? But if you would have just tested more ads, you could have increased your traffic tenfold. All right. And I want to stress this again, this is all rotated evenly. The only difference is that one got more clicks because it had a better CTR than the others. All right, so that's the first thing I highly recommend, is that you write ads and focus on the CTR of the ad. Try to find ads that get a high CTR, high click-through rate. The CTR means click-through rate. All right, so that means that if each ad showed 10 times, this one might have showed once. I mean, this one, probably had 1 click, and this one probably had, 5 clicks, 6 clicks, or whatever. So that's a big difference, man. That's a huge difference. It's like 10 times more traffic, and it's in today's environment with PPC, that's tough to do. When you've already maxed out your bids and maxed out your traffic, and you bidding as high as you can, and your ROI, without your ROI tanking, the best thing you can do is really take the traffic you have and really milk it for what it's worth. And the way we do that is through your CTR. And then what we do is we optimize the lander for the highest EPC. So what might happen here, as you can see here, we got some conversions. We got some other ads that got conversions. And what Greg always taught us was EPCM. So you don't just want to look at your EPCs, you want to look at your earnings per 1,000 impressions, which you have to factor in. You have to factor in the CTR. But what we do is we notice is that if you focus more on your ad as far as your CTR, and then try to boost the conversions using our headlines and our sub-headlines, it actually works out better. So, and just to kind of clarify, what you'll find is if you write 2 different ads, one may have a really high CTR and one may have an okay CTR, but the okay CTR is the one getting all the conversions. So what we do is we used to say, okay, well, screw the high CTR ad, we'll just go with the lower CTR ad because it's getting more conversions and making more money, right? But now what we do is we say, okay, let's focus on the high CTR ad. We know we're getting conversions, so let's go in and change the elements of the page to try to boost the conversions. Because not only is the CTR going to get you more clicks and more traffic, they're also going to get you a cheaper cost per click. And they're also going to beat out your competition, because your competition's ad aren't as good as yours, and therefore you're going to be paying less money, and you're going to be able to knock them out the water. And that's what a guy did to me when I first kind of started back. I had one of my early successful campaigns I had in background checks and stuff like that, and I had an ad that was #1 for 3 weeks, and I was making $200 a day, and I was bidding like $1, and my ad was better than everybody else's. But I was an affiliate, I didn't have a landing page, and all I was doing was direct linking. So another guy came in, swiped my ad, and made a few changes. And I noticed he was testing maybe 4 or 5 different things. So I'm like, damn, he took my ad, but he's changing up, here and there. But next thing I knew, this motherfucker was all over the place. I mean, I couldn't even get any traffic because he was outbidding me because he had a better CTR, he was getting a cheaper price, And he was an affiliate too. So I was like, damn, this motherfucker came in and just took all of my traffic because he decided to test a little bit more, get a higher CTR, lower his cost, and was able to run his ad more and actually bid higher just to get me, knock me out the water. So I had to stop advertising. Yeah, you know, damn, exactly. You know, so yeah, man, you know, this is war. I look at this as war. You know, you're going to war. My competition, I'm out to kill them, not physically kill them, but I'm out to kill them. And the way you do that is you get an ad that has a really, 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 really high CTR, something that gets a lot of traffic, a lot of visitors. Bang is gonna see it, and Bang is gonna be like, oh shit, this guy's ad is really killing it, you know, because they get paid when people click. So they want ads that get people to click. So if your ad is getting 5 out of 10 people to click, and my ad is getting 8 out of 10 people to click, who does Bang want? You know, whose ad does Bang want to show? You know, Bang wants to show my ad, not your ad. You know, they make more money when they show my ad. So they're gonna slowly knock you out the water. They're not gonna totally, you know, just throw you to the wayside, because they still want you to stick around, still want your money. You know, they don't want you to have a bad taste in your mouth. But they're gonna start sending you more traffic, and it's gonna be cheaper. You know what I mean? And I'm laughing to the bank. And if we're promoting the same product and we're in the same niche, you know, my ROI, my profit margins are higher than yours. So guess what I might do? I might pull a G move, and I might go in and bid so high to where I don't even make any money. I'm just bidding high enough just to drive you out the market. So I might not make no money for a week or two, and I might just drive all my bids up to $5-6, and because I'm making more money, I have a better ad, and I've done more optimizing. I know I'm making more money than you, so I can charge, so I can spend more as far as my cost per click, and so I'll just go in and drive you out the market by just raising up the bids and driving up the price. So this is competition, and all this is about competition. All this is about, you know, taking over the block, taking over your market, and you can't do that unless you optimize, unless you, you know, really start taking this stuff serious. And it starts with the ad. Find an ad that gets a really, really high CTR, and try to massage the lander. Try to massage the lander for conversions. All right, so that's the technique we use, but again, like, you know, we use so many keywords, and you know, we have so many different things going on in our campaigns that we don't really get into all that, you know, high bid and stuff. But I mean, if we ever did decide to do that, I mean, you know, I can probably drive anybody out the market, because you know, we're gonna definitely do way more testing than they are. So I'm just telling you how these other guys think, and then they'll go take over the block. You know, we'll go and, you know, have 4 or 5 different, you know, campaigns that promote the same product under different advertorials or different accounts, and really take over the whole block and drive all the competition out the way. All right, because we're doing more testing, we're doing more optimization. We know what's working. You know, I have 4 or 5 ads. I might have one ad that gets the high CTR, but I might have 4 or 5 backup ads ready to go. So, you know, so I mean, that's part of it. That's where the money is. It's not necessarily in what do I promote. I mean, that's part of it. It's part of it. You know, what do I promote? You know what I mean? That's part. You know, so, you know, that's part of it. I'm trying to think of an analogy here, but you know, people, you know, sometimes you want to go out and even see some nice ladies or whatever. So you, like me, I go to a strip club, but it's only part of it. You know, you got to have some money in your hand. You know, you got to go in there with some dollars. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta. Just because you have one part of the system down does not mean you're gonna get to the goal. You know what I'm saying? So this is actually the most important part. All right. And so scaling. So let's talk about scaling. The best thing you can do to scale, like I said, is trying to get a better ad as far as CTR. But next to that is add more keywords. Start adding more keywords, and as you guys saw from the spy food example, it's pretty easy to do. You know, you can go in and simply just you know, type in a domain, and just swipe their whole keyword list. You know, I grab them all. Grab their organic keyword list, grab their paid keyword list, and throw them in there, because you never know what's going to get traffic. You guys could, like I said, you always could go the more targeted route. You can go with very high traffic keywords. You can do that. But for the most part, if you're not getting traffic like that, definitely go out and try to grab as many keywords as you can. And I wouldn't do more than 50,000 starting out, because Bing is thinking like, well, there's absolutely no way that you can find 50,000 relevant keywords this campaign. I mean, you got a weight loss product and weight loss diet pills. That's all I can think of. That's what they're thinking. Like, this guy has thousand keywords. It's impossible. But I think they know now that they have these tools out here, keyword tools that people are trying to use, and people trying to get a leg up on the competition. So I think they understand that you're going to have a lot of keywords, and they have 100,000 keyword limit per account. So they definitely know that you're going to use a lot of keywords, or that some people will need to do that. Otherwise, they wouldn't have 100K keyword limit in the account. So add more keywords. That's the first thing you need to do. Next thing you can do is, and when I say add more keywords, add more targeted keywords. And what you also can do is add more keywords from other related demographic niches. So if you're in diet, I think someone yesterday on the call asked, how do you find other demographic-based keywords? So real quick here, I'm going to go show you guys a tool. I think you guys know about this, but it's called Quantcast. And you can type in a certain site. Oh, I spelled it wrong. XQA. Yeah. So Quantcast.com, and you can actually type in a certain site, and what it'll do is it'll tell you what audience frequents there. It'll give you their demographic profile of that site, and then it'll also tell you like what else they're interested in, what other sites they go to. So if I go to Google and type in weight loss, and I can go and grab, let's actually go and grab Miracle. Oh man, got to sneeze. And let's go and see if we can find something with Miracle. Couldn't find anything there. What's that?
I was going to say, you could do something like Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, something like that. This, a big,
Something bigger.
Yeah, bigger joint. That's what I normally do when I go on.
Well, I don't think it's. I don't think it's. I think it's something wrong with Quantcast or something, because it's not showing up anything. So I don't know what's going on. So if I go to Jenny. Let's just try any site. Let me just see if it's working. Okay, it is working. All right. So what's a big diet site? I know you said Jenny Craig, but I don't see it coming up. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab it here. And I know Nutrisystem too. They're pretty big. All right, so nothing. So let's try Weight Watchers here. So go back. I can't spell, so I'm not gonna even try to spell it. I'm just gonna go copy and paste. Man. No, I'm just constantly clicking the wrong stuff. It's not coming up either. Yeah, I think something's wrong with freaking Quantcast or something. Okay, here we go. Yeah, all right. I think I was doing something wrong. All right, so if you scroll down and it says audience also likes, and it gives a affinity to how much they like, what else they like. So if it's like 1.2, basically says that this person is 1.2 times more likely to visit this site, if they visit Weight Watchers. So this isn't a great affinity. You want something like more in the hundreds, but you can see here if you click on audience also likes at the bottom. Oh, I'm sorry, see more. It'll show you like, okay, you like diet and fitness, but the next affinity is 3-point. So they also like home and family. So that's what we got our home furnishing, family type of related keywords. Obviously food, cruises, so recipes. This is how you can get some ideas about what other things, other keywords you can branch out to. But after a while, I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just going to throw any keywords in there. Because at the end of the day, like a little bit more than half of the audience on Bing is going to be female. So it's kind of like, well, shit, if they click the ad, obviously they're interested. The only thing about that is that you can get into quality score issues, and Bing will ban your account if you have too many keywords that have nothing to do with what you're selling. So, I know you guys want to go and branch out into something like food. Food I can see working. Bing might not have too much of an issue with food keywords. But if you do what we did, like go to cruise keywords, and try to, have, a diet pill, they may cause some quality issues, and Bing may take issue to you doing that. But like I said, something we've done, and I think that's something you can get away with if you do it correctly. But for the most part nowadays, we like to just add more keywords and really milk the traffic we have. So Quantcast is a great tool. Definitely sign up for a free trial. Not free trial, I'm sorry, I think it's free. Sign up for their free service and play around with it. It really is a great tool. They have a great tool called Planner. I don't want to maybe not get into this, but actually show you guys. Yeah, they have a planner too. So I want to show you guys some cool shit here. So, all right. So let me scroll in here. Okay, so the planner tool basically allows you to define your audience, and then it shows sites that has that audience with the highest number of composition. So let's say you're selling a product that Caucasian women that have a lot of money, let's say female, and that let's say are over 35, let's just say over 40. So older, rich, not rich, but older, affluent Caucasian women over 40. We can figure out and sort by composition what site they frequent the most, or what site has that particular audience profile, has the highest audience profile of that particular demographic. And we see here is MacombDaily.com is the site that has the highest percentage of that particular audience. And it looks like it's a news type of site. I don't know, I've never been to the site, but if we have any older white ladies on here, maybe you've heard of it. I don't know, but yeah. So that's a really great tool to figure out where your audience is at, what they're interested in, and really get some keyword ideas. You also can let's try another example here. Let's look at males. I want to know what males 18 to 20 are interested in. And no race. Let's see what they're doing. Reverse GIF. Gamer ranks. Dorkly.com. Downloads. Emulator zone. Okay. So just to show you that this is pretty accurate. Alright, so they're uploading animated GIFs, and it plays it back in reverse. So yeah, pretty pretty much, as you can see, that the young audience, they pretty much have no lives, and this is pretty, pointless. But it kind of goes, it's just to show you that this is pretty it's pretty accurate. Can you get the demographics for an interest or keyword via Quantcast? Can you get for interest? You can do by category. So you can click on category and select category. You can't do it by keyword, but let's say you want to do see, so diet and fitness.